Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to be talking about is a big topic that's going on all throughout the internet, artificial intelligence and having AI write content for you. I want to show you how Highlevel has implemented this in the platform. So before we continue, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click the button below. I appreciate your support. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are inside of an account inside of Highlevel. Now, before we dive in directly into AI, content writing, how it's used, how it gets configured, there's a few things we need to do first. First of all, the artificial intelligence feature of Highlevel is not turned on by default. So if you want to use it, it is an additional charge. There's so much charge, and we'll take a look at that. But there is an additional, very small charge for generating words inside the platform that's being charged by to the agency owner, and in turn, it's your responsibility as the agency owner to rebill your client for this. But before that process can even get started, you have to turn it on. You have to enable it to make it available for your clients. So let's see where we do that at. Now, you do that in a couple of different places, actually. The first one is the global setting that we have. Now, here, we're actually inside of the agency account of Highlevel. We're not in a sub-account. We're at the very highest level, the agency account, and we're going to go to Settings. We're going to go to the Company tab, and then we're going to sit back and scroll down a little bit here and look on the right-hand side. Now, if you take a look, there's a couple of different new features that have been added to Highlevel. We're going to be talking about the Content AI feature. So here, I've already turned it on, but right now, if you have not, the toggle switch is just off. You have to click it on by default. Once you turn it on, then Content AI becomes activated on all the sub-accounts within your agency account. So hopefully that makes sense. So this is where you need to go turn it on first to at least give that feature to maybe your business or even all of your clients' business. So this is really great, by the way. I mean, this is a totally great feature to add, and especially how Highlevel has implemented it to help save your clients time and money and help you as the agency owner make more money. Stay tuned in just a minute. So I'm going to scroll back out here. We're going to go back. And now we're going to look at the SaaS configurator. Now, if you're in Highlevel and you're using the $497, the Agency Pro plan, you get access to the SaaS configurator. By the way, quick plug, if you're going to get Highlevel, if you're an agency, do not bother with the $297 plan. Please don't bother with the $297 plan. There are so many manual things you have to do in there for a couple of $100, and all the other potential revenue issues that you get. You need to go to the Agency Pro plan at $497. If you're interested in all the additional revenue streams, you could do it. I have a whole other video on my channel, talks about all the revenue streams that you can generate based upon an Agency Pro account. So go take a look at it. But for right now, what I wanted to show you is inside of the SaaS configurator, we're going to scroll down here. Now, I have a whole other SaaS video going over the SaaS configurator. We're not going to be going over what all these little buttons and slides and all the other things are in this video. But what I want to scroll down and show you is that this is the rebilling section. Meaning this is the section where you as the agency owner get to choose how much more you're going to charge your clients for the services that they're using versus what you pay for them. So I told you I would tell you about what the price is. I'm going to blow this up so we can see this a little bit better. So here we see Content AI. Right now, the slider is just set for 3 times what we get charged. So as the agency owner, I'm charging 3 times what Highlevel charges me. Now, right now, if you take a look at your costs, I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger here. Your cost is 0.09 cents per 1,000 words. So 0.09 cents for every 1,000 words. Like I said, it's a very low cost on this, but if you take a look, because we're at the 3x, we're charging the customer 0.27 cents per 1,000 words. And basically the profit is 0.18 cents per every 1,000 words that your clients use for this particular feature. Now, again, one of the nice things about rebilling is that all of the rebilling that you see here, you could rebill for text, for phone, for emails, for some of the other workflow features, some of the email validation features in here, as well as Content AI. Each one of these has its own particular slider, so you can adjust how much you rebill on each one of these things. So Right now, in order to utilize this little enable button right here, that right there has to be turned on. In the SaaS mode, if it's not turned on, then you will not be able to rebill, and then you won't be able to offer that service to your clients. Okay, so that's just something I wanted to show you. Another spot where you have to turn Content AI on if you're using the SaaS configurator. It's just the way Highlevel set it up to because the SaaS configurator basically configures all of the accounts for you whenever they go through that level of automation. So you just have to turn it on here, adjust the rebilling, and you're perfectly good to go. So, but you also have to turn Content AI on where we showed you before, the global setting at the agency level. Now that all that is turned on, now all the buttons and stuff like that all over the place have been activated. So now we can go to a sub account and begin utilizing them. So let's go ahead and do that. So right now I'm going to switch to our DigiGlobal agency. This is just a test account that we have set up here for doing this. Inside of this account, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the automation. And once we do in the automation, now we see that there is a Content AI tab that gets enabled when you turn that feature on. So we're going to select this and scale back out. Now, I've been kind of playing around with this in this account. Typically, if you have not messed with any of this stuff or it's brand new, your total words generated would be 0, variation 0, and words per day 0. So right now, one of the things I want to show you is that this is your Content AI dashboard. I'm going to bounce kind of back and forth between what this is, and we're going to go take a look at all the places inside of Highlevel that we can utilize this great feature. So right now, if you take a look here, these buttons right here, the social planner, blog, funnel, website, email, these kind of give it away. These are all the different places that the Content AI feature is enabled inside of Highlevel. And I'm just going to go show you because on each one of these areas, how you can utilize it. Now, in each area, the Content AI is not always the same. It's not the same interface. You have different options depending upon where you're at inside of whether you're doing social media posting, you're building a funnel content, you're creating copy, or you're doing an email template. So the AI configuration is a little bit different. I just want to run through and show you all where it's at and what's possible for you to be able to do this, hopefully in a very quick video here. So first things first is we're just going to deal with Social Planner. So right now, in order to deal with Social Planner, we're going to click on the marketing. We're going to go into Social Planner. I've connected one of my Facebook pages just for demonstration purposes. So right now, we're just going to click on New Post. And we're now, granted, notice that you have Content AI right here, but I'm not going to utilize it from off the menu feature. I'm just going to go ahead and create a new post. I'm going to just select what account we're actually posting this to. We only have one. Now, inside of the type content, notice that right here in the bottom right, you have this nice Content AI button. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and select that, and now you get the Content AI screen. It's going to say, give me a content title, and then provide a brief description. You can add keywords. You can suggest what are the tone, whether it be funny, casual, excited, professional. Now, I should have had this disclaimer probably a few minutes ago. I do not know the back end of Highlevel of where the AI is being generated. So at this particular time, I don't know the back end, if they're using ChatGPT or they're using some other back end. That part I don't know. So just in case you were wondering, I can't answer that for you. But right now, what we're going to do is just kind of write some content. So I'm just trying to be silly here. I've got a super duper offer, and that's going to be my post. Super duper offer. Please write a brief content regarding the description. I want to present my super duper offer to all entrepreneurs to sell them my internet marketing offer. Hopefully I typed some of that stuff right. Now, add a keyword. I'm just going to type in my super duper offer. Writing tone, I'm going to have this be grumpy. I'm not in a grumpy mood, but I'm just choosing grumpy because it sounds kind of fun. So right now, the number of variations means how many choices do you want to generate. You can have 1 choice, 2 choice, 3 choices. I'm going to leave it at 3 by default, and we're just going to click generate. So once we do this, what we're going to do is we're then going to sit back, and once the screen comes back, we're going to be presented with several different options that we can utilize inside of the social media post. So notice up in here, we have a title, description, all the information that we had, the tone. We've got content variation 1. We could utilize this content. We got this content we can use, or the third one we can use. Now, if we don't like this and we want to change something and make it different, we could say generate new content. For the sake of just wasting money, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to simply pick number 2. I didn't even read it, but I'm just going to click copy. This is going to copy it into the content chosen. Click continue, and now, boom, there it is. This has been updated in our social media post. So now we can sit back and post this or save it for later. But this is basically how the AI content works inside of the social media planner. So I want to bounce back here. That's all we're going to talk about, social media posts. You can kind of be as creative as you want to and play around with it, but I'm going to go back because right now what I want to show you is how the dashboard for the content AI keeps all of your queries and searches so that you can utilize them at a later point. Now, keep this in mind. Rather than having to regenerate the same topic, maybe you might want to create they gave you, this last option gave you 3 choices for creating posts. Why not create one post for each one of the 3 choices? You could very well do that. But the screen is no longer there. You see what I mean? You no longer have access to those content screens that we just saw. If you click on Content AI, oh, there it goes. It pops back up. But right now what I want to show you is here, if you go to the back into your automation in your Content AI, under your social media planner, this is where every time you run the content AI for each one of these, it gets listed here and stored so that you can always go back to it and copy it and use them at a later time so that you don't have to regenerate and keep regenerating and, in a sense, wasting more of the content AI writing, generating words and costing you additional money if you already have additional variations that you want to utilize. So right now, if we take a look here, we do see that this one right here is the one that we just saw. We can come here and say, oh, now I want to utilize this one. So I can just simply copy this one. And here, we could just simply copy this, go back into social media planner, create a new post, copy and paste. We don't need to click on the generate the content AI button anymore to do that. So we can just create a new post, paste that in there. Now we have a second post, all using the same one content AI generation that we utilize to have 3 different variations. And we're just utilizing each variation as an individual post. So hopefully you followed that, and I didn't go through that too fast, but I want to go through some of the other areas here so we could see what those look like too. So right now, we're going to go to the blog. So right now, if we go to sites, come up here to the blog area, we're going to go through and create a new blog post. So we're going to stick with our super duper offer. Right now, I'm just not going to, I guess we have to put some kind of an image in here. We'll just do a special offer, post description. This is my super duper offer. So we're going to go ahead and do that and create our post. Alt text, sorry, forgot to put that in there in case the image doesn't get displayed. So now we do this. I just want to let you know here, anytime you're creating a blog post in here, this is a default setting. Unfortunately, at this point of Highlevel, you cannot get rid of it. Any new blog post is automatically going to have this content on it, like as a default template. But right now, all you have to do is just simply do Control A, highlight everything, hit the delete button, and bam, all the content's gone. Now you're ready to start fresh again. So I just want to give you that quick tool in case you're utilizing this. But notice over here in the toolbar, we have the Content AI button. So right now, if we click on that, we could select the type. Now, here's where I was talking about that the choices between the content AI, depending upon where you're at in Highlevel, are going to be different. So this interface is different than the one that we saw in the social media planner. So here, what we get, we can create an outline for this and then create sort of a bullet for your for this. We'll go ahead and just look at this and do an outline, but you can do an introduction, which kind of gives you your Well, first of all, the outline is just going to give you some bullet points to help you create the outline for your blog post. The introduction is going to be like the first main paragraph of your post, and then the section is going to be the different areas that the different blocks, I guess, that you would be posting your content in. So you can do either one of these. We're not going to go through all of them, but right now we're just going to do the outline, and then we're going to stick with our super duper offer. Give a brief description here. I should have copied and pasted from the other screen. This is my super duper offer for internet marketing entrepreneurs to make lots more money. Who doesn't want to make more money, right? So go ahead and fix this. So here we go. I'm just going to stay with our super duper offer, but if you're dealing with keywords, depending on what it is, you could have a product, you could have a service, you'd want to put in all the different keywords that you want, obviously for just the search engine optimization, in case anybody's searching for it, they can find those particular keywords. I'm just going to do with our super duper offer. Now, writing tone. Again, I'm just going to choose, which one is this going to be? Dramatic. Let's be dramatic. Who doesn't need more drama, right? So let's just be dramatic. And we'll do 3 variations of this too. So we're going to click generate. So let the interface go back and hopefully get the outline back here. But what we should be getting here is just a blueprint, a breakdown of sort of what components, based upon what you put in, how should you write and structure your blog post here in order for it to just be effective. So right now we see here's one, we have an introduction, section 1, benefits of the super duper offer, examples of how entrepreneurs have used it to make money. So again, these are just outlines. Now, again, this right here is just a way to help you. If you don't want an outline, or if you already know what your blog post is going to be, then you don't need to do this. You don't need the outline. You can just simply create the content, write the introduction, and then use the introductory part, that drop-down list where you saw introduction. You could just use that to write the introduction. If you already know what that is, then you can just use the section part of it to write the major section part. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this and click copy. And then this is just going to get inserted, and it just becomes more like a blueprint. So now that you've got an outline, you can simply come in here and just follow this, introduce the concept of internet marketing entrepreneur. Right now, all this helping you do is helping you to write content. Now, if you wanted to, you can now take this information, come back into Content AI, and write the introduction, write the section contents based upon the outline that you have. So that right there, I just wanted to show you is how this particular feature works when it comes to blog posting. So that's how the Content AI works. And now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of head back at that particular point. Nope, I'm not going to save any of those particular changes, but if we come up here to automation and the Content AI, if we come underneath blog, notice that we do have this blog post that we've got right here. We do have this listed, so we can go up here and easily pull this back up. This is one of the great things about this dashboard is you could reuse this content later, so you don't have to regenerate it. And this is the one place you can always go to find where that information is. So next thing we're going to take a look at is the funnels. Now, I'm going to lump the funnels and websites together. I'm not going to do both of them because basically the funnels and website, the editor, the interface are basically going to be the same. So the text blocks that you get on the funnel, the copy is going to be the same copy blocks that you get on the websites. If you know one, you know the other one. The only big difference in Highlevel is the structure about how the funnels are built per step and how you can actually organize the steps versus the website, which has multiple sort of independent pages that can bounce back and forth with each other, versus a funnel, which kind of does one step and goes to the next step and goes to the next step. Okay. So right now I'm going to come into sites and I'm going to come into the newsletter funnel. It's just a test funnel that I built. So right now, it's going to be a really exciting funnel too, by the way, here. It took me all of about 3 minutes to create this funnel. But just joking. So right now, this is a text block here. I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. I'm going to click on this, and we're just going to add a paragraph block. So this right here is just where we're going to have text. So here inside of this screen, notice that the header that you get here, we have the Content AI right here. at the end of this. So just want to show you there, the Content AI button is in different places depending upon where you're going to. So it's helpful to know where it is. So here we're going to click on this and go to Content AI. Now notice here, I'm going to expand the advanced options here, but notice we've got provided description content. It doesn't have anything, there's no drop-down list. Again, this is a part where the Content AI is different. So right now what we're going to have it do is generate sales copy for our newsletter funnel. We are looking to sell our monthly newsletter to sorry about that, it's not even typing here. We are looking to sell our monthly newsletter, our monthly internet marketing newsletter to entrepreneurs across the world to help them make more money. Because again, who doesn't want to make more money? So right now, we just need to type in something. The description, if you can be as descriptive in these areas as possible, the better descriptions you put in here, the better that the AI can use to generate the sales script. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes here. Please do better than what I'm doing here. This is just for an example, and I just enjoy giving you guys content. I'm kind of goofing around here. But it does offer the ability to have a tone. What tone do we want to write it in here? I'm just going to choose funny. I want to be funny here on this particular tone. Number of variations. Boom. Click generate. Now here we go. Again, all of this information is now stored back in the dashboard underneath the funnel area. But right now, we're just going to sit back. I'm going to choose this one. And we're going to sit back and go and put it in here. Now notice this is pretty small. If I wanted to, we can just come over here and adjust this and pump this up to maybe 30 to make this bigger. But attention entrepreneurs, want to make some more money while sitting in your pajamas? Our monthly internet newsletter has got you covered. Subscribe now and watch the cash roll in while you're selling your PJs. Now that's a pretty good little piece of copy to just type in what I typed in and say generate. So imagine if you were more descriptive, or imagine if you could just simply have multiple different text blocks to build out your virtual sales letter pages or whatever funnels, however you got your funnel structured. So here's how you would do this. And again, funnels, when you're doing this with funnels and when you're doing this with your, with websites, they're basically going to be the same. So I just want to sit back and let you know that. So right now, one of the things I want to do is, I guess we could just save this real quick. Come back. The last thing that we're going to sit back and take a look at on this particular areas is the email. So if we take a look at the Content AI dashboard, we've got all of these different things. Next, we're going to talk about is the emails. So Highlevel does have a full email editor. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of different places inside of Highlevel that you can edit an email template because they've got basic sort of text, very basic images. Then they have a full HTML editor where you can build it, build blocks, drop it, make it full HTML, bold, beautiful, or you can simply drop some code in there if you want to program your own emails. So we're going to look at kind of both of those to show you where they're at. So if we come here and look at the marketing area, come in here, emails, and look at templates. We're going to sit back and click new. Sorry about that. New. We're going to start with the blank template, and we're just going to use the design editor. This is the code editor. If you have code, I'm not going to type in code. I want to have a visual interface here. So right now, we're going to sit back and start from scratch. So right now, you can simply, draw it over here, create an image. I'm not going to do anything with the image. We can drop a button here if we want to have a button. Sit back here and drop a text block under this one. Want to click on this one and move this guy back up here because it didn't drop in the right place. So right now, one of the things I do want to show you is how we can handle this in multiple different areas. So right now, inside of the heading, if we click on this, notice I'm going to blow this up a little bit. We've got the Content AI. There's the button right there. You're just looking for this little kind of goofy icon, this little robot head icon for the Content AI. That's sort of the big trick here. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove all this content. And we're going to sit back and click on the content AI, and notice that we get a different interface now. So here we get all of these other different options. You get a lot more options underneath email than we did in some of the other areas. So here, if you're dealing with promotional context, introduction, coupons, discount, reoccurring newsletters, you see there's several of them. If you want to do a cold outreach, content giveaway, or just other, they do give you some of these basic context that you can pick from. I'm just going to choose cold outreach because like we're just trying to email new prospective entrepreneurs. Right now, I'm just going to type in super duper offer. So that's our content title, and I guess I should have copied and pasted. We have a super duper offer and are excited to present it to you. It helps entrepreneurs, if I could spell, make more money online. So there it is here. And of course, I didn't spell my super right, super R's. So there we go. Now we sit back and add all of our keywords. Of course, the keyword we're going to do is super duper offer because that's what people are going to be searching for. They're going to be searching for a super duper offer. So here underneath writing tone, again, we want to sit back. I'm just going to choose witty, but we have all the same ones that we've seen before. 3 variations. Generate. Now, this is the email section is one where we actually have a couple of different ways to generate this content AI. Now, this right here is probably going to be the most widely used, where we're actually creating the content inside of the email, like the body itself. So right now we see it created a nice little, sort of a email template. I'm just going to pick this one. There it is. So now that's all been done. Hi there. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to reach out and let you know about our super duper offer that we have available. Yes, you're ready. You read that correctly. It's not just a super offer. It's a super duper offer. So I thought that was kind of funny. Again, we kind of chose a witty screen on it, but it created some nice content for us and it can help your clients out and help even your agency out with creating some of this content without having to think about writing it all the time. Now, of course, you can go in here and change this and edit it, add more to it. But if you're looking to, you can sit back and generate as much of these as you want. Again, it's a very low cost. One of the other things that they do here, I honestly don't know the particular value of this one here, but if you look at the button here, notice that even the button has the content AI. So right now, if you wanted to, you could use the content AI to generate, some sort of text for the button. I don't know, why you would want to do that. Buttons are pretty straightforward, at least for myself here. I don't want to speak out of turn, but the button is going to say exactly what you want them to do. Buy our super duper offer. That's what it is. I don't need a content AI to write that, although Highlevel was very nice in being able to create something to help you can even create content inside of this. So that right here is about where I wanted to show you a couple of different areas inside here that you can use the content AI, how it's used, what it looks like, how it's generated, costs, things like that. I hope you really found the video useful. If you did, please click on the like button, maybe leave me a comment. If you're looking for more content, please let me know. I try to sit back and kind of give examples of how you can utilize Highlevel in multiple different areas. And especially whenever they come out with new features, I always love to highlight them. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe. I'm here to help get you the best information on Highlevel that I can. If you have not signed up for Highlevel, please look at my affiliate link below in the description. I appreciate it if you sign up underneath my account. It does help me out. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hey, I want to thank you again for visiting my channel and give you one more little thing here. If you are interested in Highlevel and getting some additional Highlevel training, please see the link in the description below. I do have a free course I'm offering that covers everything related to Highlevel and gives you all the information that you need to know. Thank you so much and have a great day.